deportee.
Yeah.
No, he can act however you want to act. That's okay.
I would be upset if somebody called me a deportee if I was a deportee.
All right, we're not here for name calling, and I this is why I don't do this live stuff. I am familiar with Son of Funkus and DP. I've been on platform with them before. I just came on because I want to know the benefit, because all me hear is pure negativity about the ship and what's happening, and it kind of made me feel bad that certain events happen the same day the ship leave, right? So it kind of looks suspicious, right?
But Jojo,
so
Jojo, you shouldn't feel bad. You have nothing to do with it. You shouldn't.
It doesn't have anything to do with it. But the reason why I feel bad is I'm a Jamaican and I serve in the United States Navy, right? So for them to come and be like, it kind of does make me feel some type of way.
It's a representation of her.
Yeah, the uneducated, all of that nonsense. But you have not done anything wrong.
I understand. I feel bad when I hear that Jamaicans are stupid because of the stupidness that them keep up on TikTok. It makes me feel bad, yes. And I understand from that perspective.
So there is so much negativity, right? Yeah, I didn't. There's so much negativity about the ship, right? Is there at least one positive thing
Joe,
that happened?
Joe, that's what I was about to say. You should feel proud also that the Minister of Transport, right, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Commerce, and the opposition leader, the PAP opposition leader, and several other high dignitary persons, school children, people from the public went and tore the ship. You understand me? And many persons were happy that the ship came, because this is a once in a life experience, because not many persons would be able to go. Because remember, Jamaica don't have a military like that, we have a defense force. So we don't have certain vessels like what the US would have, or bigger countries would have, right? So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Not only that too, a lot of people see these things on TV when it get deployed or in movies. People don't understand the size of these vessels. It's a massive, massive vessel, right? And it was a proud moment for many of the military persons there, right? To share the experience. You understand me? Take people on the tour of the ship. Also, they helped in painting schools, fixing fences, fixing roof. They went on excursion and saw Jamaica. There were many Jamaicans who were serving, who were on the ship, who was very proud that the ship was in Jamaica, in their homeland.
So how come we don't hear none of them good stuff? Yeah? And now, wait there. And now I'm going to take it to a PMP, JLP thing, because how come so much good stuff? There's so much beneficial stuff. Like the sailors, they go and volunteer, right? And none of that. Me no hear nobody at talk about that.
That's what I was going to bring up. Not to cut you off, but see, a lot of
no. Hold on there. Let Funkus finish, because I wouldn't even know all of this stuff that he's talking about if he didn't talk. And that's the whole point of this live that I started, because I want to know at least one good thing. Because all me here is the Prime Minister sell out, that them start war. What war?
But Joe, this is what we are trying to explain to you. And even when me talk, me tell you, say, you have some persons, they want to derail whatever positive is happening in Jamaica. So they come on these platforms and they just make up stuff, right? Remember, the ship left 12 p.m. That's in the afternoon, right? The light didn't go away until in the night, about after 9 or thereabout, right? The ship has nothing to do with it. But people know, a lot of people think that because the US have some tensions with Cuba, right? And that the US aircraft carrier is in Jamaica waters, it has something to do with Cuba or some nefarious activities. And Kizzy, Joshua, many other persons over the last 5-6 days have been saying Australia have had their ships in Jamaican waters and for training. Canadian ships have come to Jamaica. American ships have been coming to Jamaica. British ships have been coming to Jamaica, right? This is not a new thing. It's just that it's the first time an aircraft carrier, right? If we could to go back in history, Navy Island was controlled by Britain. Goat Island was controlled by the United States of America. This is not something new to Jamaica, right? So we're trying to explain to people, stop making us look bad. There's a lot of positive that's happening, right? These people are not coming here on a military mission. Oh, you don't know what kind of secret. Stop saying that because you don't know too. If you're telling I don't know, how comes you know? That's what we're saying, you know. How comes you know? Speak about what you see happening. If it is televised, this was announced about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Jojo, that the ship is coming. The stops that it made before it come to Jamaica was announced also. This is on JIS, it's on the Prime Minister's site, it's on the Minister of Transportation site, it's on many persons' site, official sites. So we're asking, what is the negative? We're still waiting on the negative. We're still waiting on the missile attacks. We're still waiting on the drone attacks.
Yeah.
You know, we're saying, stop saying these things. So we spend more of our time combating the negative news than purporting and reporting the positive news. So that's why you're not in the positive, you know, because we are fighting the negative and say, hey, stop saying that, you know, look good. That's not true.
Jojo, I heard the reason why
Hold on, wait the buzz. King Solomon wanna address something he already posted.
Martin, this so the guy just said about Marines, aircraft carriers don't bring Marines. The amphibious ship bring Marines. Aircraft carrier don't bring the aircraft carrier. They don't bring Marines. So whoever stupid, that guy Richard, he's stupid. Aircraft carriers do not bring Marines. They bring aircraft.
The
amphibious them bring Marines.
I was just waiting for him to correct me.
Yes, sir?
Let him finish. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So like I said before, the amphib ship them and them bring the Marines. Aircraft carrier do not bring Marines. And somebody asked which part of the school and paid. If you go up on the US Embassy page, they post it. Or if you go on the Nimitz page, they post it because it's post. They were even playing sports too. They was playing that flag football. Like I said, people just need to seek information.
King, don't move the King. You see how it become a GLP PMP thing now, right? We are here trying to say, hey, this ship is here in a goodwill mission, right? Don't say negative things because what you're saying that is not what is happening, right? No, this you see for yourself. Them a question which school was painted. What? Let them come with evidence.
Wait, let him finish.
Joshua, hold on. It's not like them come and say, no.
Tell them who St. Richard or St. Albans.
Hold on, Joshua. I'm saying to you, King, you see how it becomes so tribal now? Because we are saying we welcome the ship because other ports welcome the ship also. You understand me? We want this collaboration with the United States of America. We have no problem with the United States or no problem with Cuba or no problem with any other country for matter of that. You understand me? This does good for us, right? Jamaicans were on the ship. Speak about what you see, not what you don't see. So the person who questioning the King, person who question say, which school them paint? They don't come and say, oh, it's a lie. I have evidence to say no school was painted. They don't come with that, you know. They might question the validity if a school was really painted. Why would I say that? Them could have go up on the site, them and see it. It was on television.
So they did all that in 4 days?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not denying it. I'm just saying.
Them go on excursions to go enjoy themselves and everything. Go swim and all them things there.
Everywhere them go. Mystic Mountain, everywhere.
All right, hold on. Claudia, you want to say something? Claudia.
Is she not going to talk? I can say something really quickly. Okay, so given our history, and I guess I'm playing devil's advocate here, but given our history, of course I was one of them that was skeptical about the visit, and I still am, because once the USA is involved, we know how it goes historically. But
I'm going to ask you my question. I'm going to ask you my question before you go any further. The ship goes to other Caribbean countries, right? What's so special about Jamaica?
Because I guess it could be geopolitically or history with...
No.
Okay, so I don't want to... let me finish my point before you ask the question. Because I was going to make my next point. I was saying that immediately when I saw them, I was nervous, given our history, given who I know them to be. I was very, very nervous, and I am still looking side-eyeing, but at least I have enough sense to not post it on a public platform or speak about the conspiracy theories that are in my head publicly to create discord and unnecessary tension in the public space. I can think it, I can say based on history, this is how I feel, and still do. But again, do I come out and start a panel and spew nonsense and make connections publicly and you know, spread propaganda and cause unnecessary strain and stress? No. But if I'm one to, do I understand where they're coming from? Yeah. As ignorant as Diego sounds, well, I'm gonna use him as an example because him never did make no sense. He was making absolutely no sense. But one or two people in the comments, do I understand where they're coming from and why they feel and think the way they do? Yeah, I do.
I want to address the comments. I don't need to read my history because I work on the ships and I've been on deployment. Okay, and what happened in Jamaica, the ship docking in Jamaica is nothing new. There's other ships that dock in United States also. I've been to a lot of countries, so it's nothing new.
That's what I'm not understand, Joe.
Hold on. Y'all are going back to Cuba and keep going back to Cuba. We already established that the ship dock on the opposite side in Jamaica. We already established that Miami is closer to Cuba. We already established that we have a base in Cuba. So what is your point?
Jojo, listen, when name Diego assertion that Marco Rubio came to Jamaica and won in Jamaica against trading in Cuba with China. Listen, China is the world's second largest economy behind the USA, right? China is one of the world's biggest, as one of the world's largest manufacturing sector. The USA does a lot of trading with China. So why would the Secretary of State come to Jamaica and warn Jamaica against trading with China? You know, these are the foolishness where him come with. Why would Marco Rubio come to Jamaica and tell Jamaica don't trade with China? And USA is one of the biggest trading partner with China. Why would he come and do that?
But Sean,
you understand?
All right, so let me ask this question, right? And for everyone in the comments. Is America at war?
With themselves.
Are you ever not at war? No?
Who's questioning?
Hold on. Warrior. I think the question that she's asking is not whether or not they're at war with any nation. I think it's a more limited question. So, whilst I understand where you're coming from, I think it is intended to be a different kind of question than where it is being posited. Positioned, rather. Right? America is always at war. That's a given. But
with
are
who?
they at war?
With who?
Well, I don't want to put you on the spot because I know I'm quite aware of the sensitivity of the matter. And
okay.
then in
All right,
addition
let's
to
pass that.
Right. And then in addition to that, and I act a little more sensibly. I lived in a country that is my adopted country, and I try my best to measure what I say. Because in as much as it's my adopted country, I am still a stranger here. It doesn't matter what papers I have.
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off, but the reason I asked this question is one of the statements I heard was Jamaica is a part of the war, and I want to know what war are we a part of?
Who asked that question? Who made that statement? If you know who you made the statement, can you please put your hands up and say you made the statement so we can...
No matter. I'm pretty sure me have chat like on the social media space. Pretty sure she's talking on like the social media space.
Okay.
King Solomon, you're a veteran?
No, I'm the same thing like you. I'm active.
You're in the Navy?
Yeah, I'm active.
All right, you're active. So you know, like our uniform does explain when we're at war, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Are we at war?
We don't need to answer that still. Like Joshua just said, let's just pass that. Yeah, we don't need to Yeah, we don't need to answer that. Yeah, just let that pass.
I would say
I think you're looking at it in a more technical company man kind of thing.
It is because
let's
they say
use
Jamaica
black
is
and-
a part
let's
of
use
it. So
black
I
and
want to
white.
know.
Warrior.
But I think there's certain
Warrior.
things obviously that you won't be privy
Warrior.
to discuss, and everyone else will be
Right.
shying away from it
Right.
as well.
Right, but Warrior, the things that we have no proof of, I don't think it's wise having that discussion.
Yeah, it's not even wise
you know.
though. But I think at this point it's crossing into gaslighting, because is either we're not going to have the conversation, we're going to have the conversation
It's more
honestly, or we're
sensitive.
not going to have the conversation.
it's more
Because this is me
sensitive.
going, obviously there are things that are classified and she's unable to speak on, and her colleague is unable to speak on as well. But if we're being honest, we do see quote unquote aggressions that are warlike, even if they don't call it a war, and even if they're
hold
not
on,
wearing
hold-
their uniform.
Warrior,
But that's not a war though.
Warrior, you are
Yeah, because
right
Congress
into
has
the
a
heart.
declaration.
That's what
No,
my-
I will not speak.
I mean,
Warrior,
Congress never
you're
sanctioned it, so
right
it cannot be
into the
called a
hands of the
war, but
conspirators.
it's
Hold on,
a
hold
You're
on.
war.
right into the
Hold
hands
on.
of the
The
conspirators.
host would like to speak, guys. The host would like to speak.
I want to adjust Philippines or whatever. No, I will not speak on anything. If you had joined my live, there's a lot of things that I filtered out, and there's a lot of topics that I did not discuss. And I asked the reason because everyone is saying Jamaica is a part of a war, and I want to know what war. I didn't know Jamaica go to war. So
Oh no,
I'm
that part
trying
I
to
missed me. I don't know about that
Alright.
Jamaica part. I
Son
don't know
of
about the Jamaica
Punkles
part.
came on here. Son of Punkles came on here, and he gave multiple positive benefits or positivity as to why the ship was in Jamaica, and not one of y'all in the comments can back what he's saying. All I want to ask is what church, what school was painted, why this, when that. How come he has this information? I only want to come on somebody live and I debunk what he's saying, but y'all don't have the facts.
So King Solomon and Martin sound like they're readers too.
So, hold
and
on,
I'm going to give you something.
Joshua, hold on one second.
Hold on. No.
Keisha.
Let
Come on,
Joshua
don't
speak.
pay the people in the
Let
chat.
No, I just want to say
Hold
something
on,
because she
no,
keeps
don't pay
assuming
nobody
that I'm
in
a
the chat.
PNP. Joshua, allow me to
Hold
speak.
on, man.
I'm
Do not
saying to
appeal
her,
nobody.
hold on, Joshua, no, wait,
Warrior.
no, I'm not
Yo,
arguing. I'm just
48, can
saying
you make me a mod?
something. Martin, I'm just saying something. Keisha,
Let people
I
speak
was
though. Let them
saying
finish.
that
All right,
I'm
hold
not.
on. Is Jamaica the only island a warship go to?
No, it does. No, it's not.
So why is it beneficial for it to go to other countries but not Jamaica? What is so special about Jamaica?
All right. The war. Hold on. Let me get a chance to speak real quick. Everybody, please. The warship. And 48. Can you correct me if I'm wrong? It has went to multiple countries throughout the lifespan of the ship. It visited different parts of the continent. Does that mean where it visits they're at war too? Foolishness. The people them that was on the military aircraft ship, the aircraft carrier, done a lot of positive things for Jamaica. I have a family member, in the police force and the military, and they actually let me know, because I asked questions, they've done a lot of great things while they were there. So all of this foolishness and propaganda spreading the dumbness, stop it.
Martin, like I
Sure.
said, when these ships, like the four just got back, they was out there for 11 months. Like I said, when you can imagine you're out there at sea for 11 months and don't pull into a port.
Isn't that what
You're gonna be
48
stressed.
said?
These people stress. So these people pull in the port sometime to get more supplies, refuel, all that stuff, and then they go out, they reset. Like I said, it's good. 11 months out there,
Yeah.
months. It's gonna be stressful. So sometimes they just pull in just to reset and have some downtime. That's it. They don't necessarily like these
All right.
people need to wise up, man. Like,
All right,
yeah.
so King Solomon, let me give them in layman terms, because whilst a lot may understand, I believe that there may be a handful that may not understand. And I still want to comment on that I was going to speak on. What people need to understand is that when you are at work, let us look at it in the context of work. When you're on the job, there comes a time that you need to go on vacation. Whilst this may not be a vacation in the strictest sense, to be on a ship without any form of break, you're always in a certain mindset a certain frame of mind. In addition to that, you're away from, as it were, civilization, right? So you really don't get any downtime mentally and psychologically and emotionally. You need a break from that. And that is why soldiers tend to have PTSD. People who go to active combat, they tend to have PTSD. Because if you don't have downtime, all of these things now become bottled up and you have to find a way to release it.
Yeah.
So they have to go in ports and just get away from it for a while. And that is what has happened. Right?
I'm gonna address. Hold on there. The king is still. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, the king is still reigning. You said I should ask Punkus what school. I'm not gonna ask him that because everything should be public information. You can go and do some research yourself.
Jojo,
Yo.
we can go?
I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. Of course. Go ahead.
All right. So again, this started out. I was one of the first person that joined the box, and it was debunking lies. And there were persons earlier out saying, allow this person to speak. And that is the same person that said, as far as he's concerned, the ship left 9 p.m. And even though Jojo said no, those vessels do not embark and disembark at night. Him still has a boy, as a thing. And then people in the comment were saying, allow him to speak. We have seen that countless time that those people who are the generator of the propaganda, even in attempting to answer a question, they're still killing their narrative and just regurgitating something and trying to ask us why this, why you can't tell this, why, right? And I'm on a mission now where I'm trying to cut off people from spreading the lies. More so, when I was on a platform for 10 hours yesterday, and the same people, them, including Diego, was on there, have one liner thread. Oh, I be counted up on phone, me couldn't this. And I'm like, I've never put badness to nobody. First and foremost, me a bad man, me a coward. Like, me not used to play karate at primary school, because I don't like it. See? And because of that, I'm glad to live in America now, where there are other means of defending yourself other than fist fight. So, yeah, with that being said, my thing is, these people need to stop it. We need to stop go on people platform. And those of you in the chat that want to hear lies, because people like nice it up and talk about misinformation. Want to hear lies just repeated over and over and over, because it seems as if you guys are starving from something. Go screw in the belly. Yo, go beg somebody of money and buy a
truth.
Right? You're hearing people talking, but no, make him talk, make him land now. People, listen to me. You guys need to have this thing of discernment. When I hear somebody pushing an argument such as Remote was trying it, Punkus was asking him why the ship never docked at Montego Bay or Trelawney, which is on the north side of Jamaica. Why? Oh, well, might is because, no, someone the rest of do this, brother. When I hear people chat foolishness, just shut it down. They're even trying to entertain it because, again, and I was trying to say to Jojo, like, she keep on repeating, saying she was embarrassed based on the rhetoric she's hearing. And I'm like, no, because they're positive, but we never get a chance because, like, Punkus and Joshua say, we have to tell people them straight out of every chat, brother, it don't make no sense. So when I get to go in, and even when you say, listen, the mission was for this, they did this, whatever. Yo, let me put in a layman term. Maybe some of the man that want some Jamaican pum pum. You have a problem with that?
No.
Yo.
Obviously the best one for Earth. The best one for Earth.
All right. So Punkus sent multiple pictures, right? Where the Jamaica Defense Force team up with the personnel, the sailors on the ship that paint schools across Kingston. Right, so I see that, and it's on the JCDF website. So how come the king is still reigning, doesn't know that?
Well, look, listen, Joshua, no, I don't even socialize with certain people, you know. DP, yeah, tell Joshua them when it late. Joshua them always say, oh, warrior, make them talk, make them finish. There's no value in anything they have to say. I don't listen. And when certain of them come on the panel, I shut it down immediately. I don't even give them a chance to start poisoning the ears of the
warrior. When I'm talking, I feel like my brain cells are
wait there. Hold on. This is not about JLP or PMP. This is about logical and common sense. No, I am not JLP and I'm not PMP. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democratic. I'm not political. Okay, it's a common sense question. It's a common sense conversation. Logical. That's what we're using. It's not about no party. What does this have to do with the party?
There's certain members of the
propaganda.
Jamaican population that don't understand what logic and common sense mean.
Well, they need to go educate themselves. Go to school. Go pick up a book and read. Instead, they're out here spreading foolishness.
Over free food.
So,
TMP has an agenda, the JLP has an agenda.
Martin.
Hold on. Yes, sir.
Martin, Joe, and King Solomon, there's a thing that is known as Socratic irony. And the reason I mentioned it because DP mentioned it without realizing what he did a while ago, and Jojo did. Socratic irony is when somebody already has an answer, but in order to promote a particular agenda, they feign ignorance, right? And then when you give a response, instead of receiving the response, what they do is try to systematically tear it apart, to confirm the lies that they have been pushing.
Yes,
right?
yes, well said.
And this is what they are doing. So whilst Joe may say it's not about politics, because we have been in this space for a long time, we know what is happening. The average person may not know what is happening, but we are out here every single day pushing back against it. That is why them get up and make up a lie about the Prime Minister thief and all of them something there for no reason at all. And even when the evidence come out and we show them, say, see the evidence here, them still go on another thing. You shut them down on this platform and them go over the next platform, go ask the same question like them never hear it before, right? And Diego is one of them. We have been dealing with Diego for the last 4 years. We know him. What remote is one of them, right? The gentleman named Saint Tarbin that was in the chat is one of them. So whilst we want it not to be about politics, we would wish that it's not about politics. But unfortunately it is, because guess what? Party is far more important than the nation to them.
So when you started at Dunsness and all of them that come up here, they haven't answered Jojo's question. And it's a simple question. Why we not hear the rest of people? And you see what they try to do? And Joshua was talking about that a while ago. They come back, people tell Jojo to go check history because CIA and Jamaica and all of that. But me have a question. If America did want to do it, them as America did want to do, what the hell Andrew Owens could have done to stop it? Or none of them will get up and chat them foolishness. By just coming up and talking, America is wicked, America want to do this. Would it have stopped anything? No. So no sense, Virgin. No sense, no. Sick and tired down.
You know, it's full time for we start care about Jamaica people. You know, Jamaica has never been this divided in the history of Jamaica, and it's full time to stop it. Because even we who live in our foreign country, we have to be dealing with this nonsense every day when persons are. You think, yes, it's a compliment to us, but it's also not a compliment, because when people can single you out and say, you are so smart, you're not like the rest, it's an embarrassment. Even though it's a compliment to you, the person, it's an embarrassment, and no need to stop it, man.
Yeah. So I feel to when them say, oh, you speak beautiful English, you're from Jamaica, and I'm like, English is our language.
And you see, this is another thing too. I agree with everybody. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but if the opinion is full of foolishness and don't make any sense, but it's full of propaganda, please double check your facts before you come on social media or in public and speaking foolishness, because not only that you're making yourself look like a dimwit, meaning a fool or knucklehead, you're also putting off the image that this is how most Jamaicans operate. Yeah. And that's the reason why most of us don't like associating with you guys, because it's disrespectful and it's degrading. You don't know what degrading means? Look it up. It's embarrassing. So anyone and everyone who feel the way that I feel, just like how Jojo feel, based on how she's saying, don't feel no type of way, because here she is asking the question. How comes, hold on, somebody mute. How comes we have not heard anyone besides one person saying that this is what they have done since they've been in the country? But let me ask you a question, because Mr. Guy in the question right now, where's he at? Richard, the answer to you, or whatever your name is, the answer to your question about the same ship, yes it is. Yes it is, so what? Nobody says nothing when the British Army comes into Jamaica and train. Nobody said when Jamaica go to another country and train, they're there to start WAR. So stop the foolishness. They came to Jamaica on a farewell, whatever. They did what they did. Be freaking grateful and shut the hell up and stop complaining and stop spreading foolishness.
Just be grateful, man.
Martin.
Damn.
Martin.
Yes, big man.
In 1999, I was training. I was going, getting a job for a company called Wakinut, right? Wakinut at the time was a security company guarding the United States Embassy in Jamaica, right? They operate prisons now and nuclear facilities, right? And when I was doing our training, we were training alongside Canadian and American soldiers. You understand me? We go range every day. It was American soldiers who did alongside with us training there. That's what they did too. You know what is sad? Jamaican soldiers train all over the world. So when we go to train other places, and why we go to wire the people them too?
Let me ask you a question. Where the Amazon jungle there?
In Brazil.
All right. Parts of Brazil and parts of Venezuela, right? So hold on. When the Jamaican military go there to train with the British military, because here's the thing. My cousin was in the British military, the Royal Army, and they all trained together. Even in Jamaica, that does not mean that the Royal Army came there to invade Jamaica and other countries.
Even invade Brazil, Venezuela.
Come on, man. Stop it. Jojo, I am so sorry and I feel embarrassed that you have to endure this foolishness. But just know that there are a lot of us out there who are well educated and can have an intellectual conversation. We're not like all. I'm not saying the ones that are not like us are slower than us, but just understand that we just have to let some of them slide.
But Martin, you say you're 36, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm a little bit older than you. Just a little bit older than you. For those who are in my age group, that are in the 50-year bracket, I'm maybe a little older, right? Kingston was a regular calling port for naval ships. Listen to me. Bob Marley's father, right, was a sailor. That's how we met Bob Marley's mom. You understand me? When you see on a regular weekday downtown Kingston, the guys in them full white, you understand me? Meaning hundreds of them all over downtown Kingston are shopping and stuff like that, right? This is something that I witnessed as a young man, young little boy in the 80s growing up. Regular ships came to Jamaica, dock at Victoria Pier, and they came up and they mingled with us, right? No problem. When I used to live in Port Antonio in the 90s, many times for training exercise, they go to Navy Island and Titchfield Beach. They stayed at Titchfield High School, right? Or the Titchfield Hotel.
The old hotel. Yep.
Yeah, the old hotel, right? So this is not something new. It is not.
Bermudian, Canadian, British, the whole of them.
Well, see, here's the thing. I appreciate you sharing that information to me because now I'm going to go look it up because that's something that was never taught to me. I did not know that. So I appreciate that. See, that's common sense right there. You take it in research and you learn more. Go ahead, George. You want to say something?
No, I'm just going to end this because I already get the answer that I need. There's a lot of divide, especially in the comment section. There's a PMP against JLP type of thing. And like I said, it wasn't about that. And like I said, if I have to choose, it's definitely the green team because I'm slow as shit. JLP people fucking slow, bro. Like for real. I don't know if Alzheimer's or whatever. But it's just freaking common sense. And at JLP, if it was the PMP, it would be the same thing.
It will be the same thing. And look, Jojo, let me say this again. This is not a public. This is not a public platform for debate about political differences. Hey, chill out. So I made a comment earlier about that. There's parts of Jamaica still without running water and electricity. Even the Prime Minister got up there and said there is areas that they cannot access to provide running water and electricity. I want to know from Warrior because she was asking questions about PM and all. I don't care about a PM. The fact of the matter is, it's still the same. Listen, let me finish. No. Listen respectfully. We're not going to talk over one another. It doesn't matter who's in office. The fact of the matter is this. We're talking about a ship, not political.
Things in Jamaica have improved some. It needs to get better and can get better.
Man. Damn, go. Shit.
What happened?
Count, not you.
Oh, okay, y'all chill out. I'm on the thing, chill out. So, my city, in parts of my city, still don't have running water, and it still don't have electricity. Doesn't have proper road. But when voting time come around, they get in office, they forget about everybody. Both parties do it. And I mentioned PJ for a reason to show a timeline. Not choosing side. What they need to do is get up with all the PMs in the areas and collectively put a plan together instead of going at it separately and watch the country grows. I rest my case with that. So this is not about not choosing.
I have to be able to speak because he addressed me. Okay, so I didn't say the PMs, I referred to your MPs. And I'm just going to ask you.
MPs, whatever you call them, yes.
I'm just going to ask you, one, how long ago did you leave Jamaica?
You said how long ago I left Jamaica?
Yeah, how long ago have you, when did you officially leave Jamaica? At what age?
Alrighty. So I came to America in 2004. I've been going back and forth since then.
Just tell me your age. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I'm 36 years old.
Left the man age alone.
I want to leave, but I just want to hurry up and get it.
Go on with it. Hold on, Jojo. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 30 seconds.
So you were roughly, because I don't want you to know your age necessarily.
I'm 36 years old. I left when I was 14.
Okay, cool. No problem. What area are you from officially?
Hanover, Lucy country area. Yes.
You're from Lucy, and typically is your MP more PNP or JLP?
That's the point.
No,
that's
I'm
the
asking.
point.
I don't know. I'm asking. In order to have the conversation, I need to ask. I don't know you.
All right.
So I have to ask.
It is a JLP area.
So you're from a predominantly JLP area.
Correct.
Okay, so your MP is JLP in Lucy, and you feel as though he hasn't been representing you or representing you guys, correct?
Now and in the past, no. Or JLP or PNP people, no.
Okay, so obviously it's the onus would have been on you guys to vote them out.
Okay.
I don't know of this area in Lucy I don't know exactly where that is, but I know Lucy should be Hanover, right? Anybody know? Is Lucy Hanover?
Is that PNP MP and a PNP mayor and PNP councillors?
Right, because that sounds like Hanover, and that's a PNP area. So hold on, no, guys. Oh gosh, I want to leave. Just let me just finish so I can go, please, respectfully. I just kind of want to understand where we're coming from. So Martin came out, and Martin made mention of his area not having light, not having water, not having any amenities or resources.
Some.
Right. And he was very concerned about this and saying it has always been like that from PJ times. My comment was, based on you saying PJ, and I was just kind of being tongue-in-cheek, it kind of made me, I assumed your political leaning since PJ was your reference point. That's just what I assumed. Now, I'm saying to you that by you saying, coming out in that fashion, it gave me the impression that you were from a PNP area, obviously not having resources, not having, it's backwards. I attempted to have a conversation with you in the comment section about same, but you wouldn't tell me where you were from. You wouldn't tell me, who your MP was or
who get to the point, please.
Party was representing you. So we weren't able to have that conversation. No. Clearly, you're from a PNP area. I don't know how you vote. I don't know if you vote.
I do not vote for neither one of them.
But and that's the problem. No, because maybe if you were voting or exercising your franchise, I just want to wrap it up.
Yeah, please.
I have a question for Warrior, right?
So let me just finish and then I answer the question. I think if you were voting, if you were exercising your franchise, maybe things could have been better. Maybe you guys would have water.
All right, Warrior. All right, cool. I get your point.
My question is, right? Does a party have to be in power to do good for the country?
Good question.
Good question.
Directed to?
No, that's for Warrior. That's for Warrior.
Let me answer my question now.
Warrior, but you're taking
Hold on,
too long to
Martin. She
answer.
asked me a question and I'd like to ask. It's okay if
go
you
ahead,
mute
go
your
ahead,
mic
go
and then
ahead.
when I'm finished, you could unmute and
Go ahead,
then
go ahead.
if you feel so inclined. So as you were asking, hostess, you were saying if a party has to be in power to do good for the people. In my humble opinion, no. However, within the context of Jamaica and within the context of Lucy, where he is from, and he was being intellectually dishonest to say it's JLP, which I was asking because we know say Lucy Hanover, Westmoreland, the whole of the PNP from the devil was a boy and the devil is an old man now. Zine, so this is the reality. All right. All his representatives are PNP. They are the ones who have the power and the means to rectify the issues that he is having. You understand that them in a power, them fix it by way of how they vote. So
Right,
them have the capital. Hold on, no, baby, just do. God Almighty, man.
You're taking too long. I'm sorry. I'm not to be rude, but you are going in and out.
No, don't talk, hombre, and then you come in, bro. Just let me address the hostess asked me a question. Meet your mic, bro. It's called discipline, bro.
Okay, well, hurry up.
Let me finish and then you talk, bro. She asked me a question and I'm answering.
Okay, hurry up.
Mr. We won't talk over each other. Just wait. Let me just respond and then. Stop huffing and puffing. You're not a child. Mute your microphone.
Yo, bro. Can you just hurry up and get to the point? You take forever to get to the point. Is what we're trying to let you know.
Just like you said,
Mute your microphone. You're not.
But in a fear though, because Martin come up and say we not do exactly what I don't know.
Absolutely.
all right.
He asked me a question.
All right.
She asked me a question. I'm assuming to answer both questions. The problem is that Martin come up here and
Just drink some water. Just drink some water, warrior.
Because he might try
Drink some water.
I wasn't even huffing and puffing at her. I'm huffing and puffing. Kids in the background.
Warrior, drink some water and cool down.
Intellectually dishonest.
Listen, this is a really good conversation. I can learn a lot from this, but Unwa give me a headache.
Jojo, we can say something finally and leave, please.
No, me no want you to leave.
But me I know me can address this.
The
Please,
problem is that
Jojo.
Martin does not want Everybody wait. The reason why I asked the question, right, is because everybody has thought, well, who you vote for, who you this. Because if I am the other party, I would do things so that the people could vote for me, not because this person is in power.
It's not as cut and dry as that. But I think Warrior is taking long. It's not as cut and dry as that.
So because the PNP,
you know, I'm honest, Warrior.
But no, she's not been allowed. No, she's not been allowed. She's not been allowed. Every time she talks, she either asks a question or gets interrupted. So it seems like she's been long. So everybody just make she talk, and then if the host speaks she too long, the host call on it. Can we do that or no?
She talk to me, I may try to talk to her. Thank you, DP.
All right, go ahead.
She asked me a question, I may try to answer. She never told me I was being long, I was being interrupted. Thank you, DP. Much appreciated.
go ahead, Warrior.
All I'm saying is that, sis, you can just mute so the feedback and the hissing stops, please, guys. Let me just say
I got it. Hold on.
Really, this is come to.
All right, go ahead, Warrior.
So basically, what I'm saying is, Martin's comment was, he's from an area that has nothing. It's backward. If Christopher Columbus came today, it would look the same that it did in the 1800s. Fine. Martin is also trying to give the impression that it's a JLP area, hence why it is in such a deplorable way. Not true. It's a PNP area. Through and through. Now, your question to me was, do you have to be in power to do good for the people? I say no. But basically, I vote them a try look. So within the context of Martin and the prehistoric era where he is from, basically, all of his political representatives are PNP. And it has always been that way since the dawn of time in Jamaica. So it basically would be their job to see to it that his community is brought into the 2026 to repair his community, essentially. Because all of them are PNPs, so for them work, is my answer.
Oh,
Can I go now, Jojo?
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
So Martin, and it's two correction. He made a statement, and it was a fragment of what the Prime Minister stated when he said that the Prime Minister said there are places that are unreached. That speech came after Melissa. All of us know that Melissa was a Category 5 hurricane. So he was saying there are areas that they could not get to at the time, and I think that was within a week. The next thing he said that he's from Hanover, Lucy, Bush, whatever. Hanover, Westmoreland, predominantly PNP area. Currently, there are 2 constituencies in Hanover, 3 in Westmoreland, and those all 5 are PNP members of parliament. So to answer your question, hosts, I don't think it should be like that. But what we're seeing currently, I maybe just said this before I continue. People stop talk politics, because everything what we are talking so far are politics. Right? It is. So we can't talk about culinary and I say don't talk about food. That don't make no sense. So what's happening now? You have 5 PNP NP and they keep on saying the government is not doing anything for the people. However, you can fact check this, Jojo. The central government sent billions of dollars to Westmoreland municipality, aka Parish Council, to build some bases because there are over, I don't remember how much modular houses, container houses for the same people them, but the same PNP MP them I say the government now do nothing for. They did not spend the money. They got it from December, and I may learn about that. If me didn't know before, because they say me a mouthpiece for the government. Mood I call out the PNP MP them and I say, well, no done, no nothing for no people them. So as when Martin I say, is the PNP them why in constituencies the way it is? So it's unfair to be saying that JLP and PNP are the same and they're not. No, I'm going to tell you this. Man pay which part them get them water hole, some speech, something like that, go on. If me I did Andrew only, me need to waste no money upon some people. Clearly show you say they're not business with you. The first time, one of the 2 times when JLP actually get to manage Westmoreland was when 2020. Before that, some 40-something years, Westmoreland and Hanover has been voting PNP. So this blame should be cast at the PNP. PNP did have PGA, which him know and alluded to, was in power for 14.5 years. So me just say, this whole thing now we want, bro God, maybe really need to change the name, to fix everything, all of the atrocity, all of the bad something them for over 60 years, it not gonna be done. Try the bridge, just spoke a while ago, them saw 5 years it take to do. Everything not gonna happen one time. So me hope that Martin, when he go back, things will change. But if the people have voted for PNP, want a business with them, how it will change?
Okay, I'd like to respond to the question that Martin originally asked. Martin asked about water. In 2022-2023, a national water plan was rolled out. Billions of dollars has been set aside for it, but because the country overall was in such a deplorable condition water-wise and in all other areas, then it takes time to finish one area to get to the next. And then another thing that helps to hold up the progress. And by the way, you can go on the OPM's website and check the information that I just gave you. And you can also go on GIS and check it because it's there. And if you go to Parliament, you can also check it, right? And I'm imploring you while I speak, no matter which side you support, just fact check what I'm saying, right? So I was mentioning, I kind of lost my train of thought, but I was mentioning that money has been set aside for that. And they have been going from section to section. However, because the entire country was under so much stress, take for instance, the Ministry of National Security, within the last 10 years, the budget that has been allocated to Ministry of National Security because of the level of crime that we're experiencing has been tripled since then. So in 10 years, the total budget is 3 times what it was in 18.5 years under PJ, right? That says that you're calling for money that never existed. We had owed JPS 7 billion Jamaican dollars. The Jamaican government had owed JPS 7 billion. That money has now been paid off by the government. In addition to that, when this government took over, it was only 1 coastal naval vessel that was there. Now we have 8, and 22 is now being made by Metal Shark International. You can check that for yourself. Metal Shark International, it's currently being built, right? In addition to that, we moved from having 1 helicopter to now we have 6 helicopters by this government, right? In addition to that, we have bought over 200 new buses cash, not trust, but cash, right? Plus, we bought 96 school buses and another 100 is on order to come in. All of this is being done simultaneously. Plus, public sector salary has been improved from where it was in 2022. And if you check what it was, don't follow what you hear on the media, because what you hear on the media and the reality is not so. The minimum increase that public sectors have gotten in terms of increase is 57.5%. It is on, just type in this information for those who have a pen or have a paper. Summary of public sector salary increase. And the site that you're looking for is MOFP, Ministry of Finance and Planning. Now, the reason I'm giving you all of this information, there are so many competing things, plus the road network was in total deplorable condition, right? And the reason I'm giving you all of this, because when you have so much competing things that needs to be dealt with all at once, 4 hospitals that are simultaneously being built now, plus 3 hospitals being repaired, 340 health centers that has either been expanded, repaired, or built from scratch, 140 at police stations that the same thing has been done, either being built, expanded, or improved, right? Plus new police and all of those things. When you have all of these competing expenses, it is going to take time to reach some areas. Now, to get to the political aspect, every MP that has been elected by the people, it is their responsibility to look after their constituents or the constituency, which is the area. So the constituents are the people, the constituency is the area, right? So whether they are part of the ruling party or they're a part of the other party, the fact that the people voted for them, it is their responsibility. The government has been giving them money to do the job. The sad part is that they have not been doing the job. A JLP MP was in that era for 1 term. Right? 1 term alone. And the people take money and vote him out. Take money for voting him and vote him out. Right? And we have to be far more sensible than that. So I wanted to give you some information. And the last thing I want to mention to you is the length of procurement, the procurement time. So things are to be done, and it's earmarked to be done. The money is set aside to do it. But the time it takes to put it out to bid, and when you put it out to bid and to get the document signed by the ministry to receive tenders, and then for somebody to finally many persons who will bid for the contract and to select the bidder who is going to do this, and then after that, now having selected it, it goes back to the ministry to be signed. Sometimes it's 2.5, 3, 4 years before that is done, and hence that is why this NARA project came up. Right, to say, hey, we are taking too long to get things done. People have need of these things. NARA is intended not have any safeguards, because the safeguards are already embedded in law, but rather to get it done quicker, so that cries like these that you have will be addressed quickly.
Jojo don't know what is NARA. You want to fill her in?
I know what Naro is, son of.
What you say? I'm proud of you.
Okay, 1 second. Can I get a chance to respond real quick? All right, so listen. I was in the middle of thinking and speaking.
Bring up It's Still Raining.
I was in the middle of speaking and I misspoken about the JLP PNP. Excuse me for that. I do know what I'm talking about. I was trying to make a point and I misspoke because I was trying to focus on telling my kids to be quiet. So that's why I wasn't doing that at you, Warrior. Let's clarify that. Secondly, I see you comments in the comment about Hanover people ambition. We ain't going to talk about that. But this is what I will say. Because if you want to be disrespectful, this is not the platform. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I promise I'm not. What I will say this, Joshua, you have spoken brilliantly. You have formulated your explanation wonderful, and I respect that. Thank you. I am not saying the government is not building up the infrastructure. Jamaica infrastructure is not being built up, because it is being built up. I am speaking on my little area that are still underdeveloped since the day I was born and before the day I was born. I am not wrong for doing that because it's still the same way. Now, if Christopher Columbus come back to my area, yes, it's still gonna be crappy in some kind of ways. We know that. Yes, the procurement time frame is difficult because not everybody's qualified to do the jobs, right? We get that. All right, cool. Now, Lucy have a hospital. My cousin Aunt Junie, I call her Auntie Junie. Before she passed away, she made sure that hospital has a generator. She made sure that hospital has bed. Listen, hold on. You can fact check it. That's fine. Junie Jackson, that's her name. Junie Jackson. Her husband was the only good lawyer in my city. They made sure the hospital had everything they needed. Jamaica Hospital, Hanover Hospital needs bed right now. We have a PNP, MP, and they're not doing nothing. PJ, I really mentioned PJ for a reason because that's the prime minister that I grew up on. Right? That's who I grew up on. Just to give you all a timeline, I'm not choosing sides, but the fact of the matter is this. Lucy, Bigwell, Johnstown, all of these places, Brissett, Ice Brissett, Bach, Middlesex, they're still in deprived era. So whether we vote PNP or JLP, a lot of things are not being done for them. Am I wrong for expressing that? Because that's what I grew up on and it's still the same way? No, I'm trying to bring awareness. I'm not bashing Jamaican government. I'm bringing awareness. Because if you guys know something that I don't know, help me understand so we can bring more awareness to it so it can be done.
So let me help you, because I think I did allude to that. If you keep on doing the same thing and expect a different results, then I have one saying we'll go with that. I don't know if you know it.
No, I hear you, DP. Not to cut you. I hear exactly what you said. I hear you. The problem is nobody's holding anyone accountable for their mismanagement of funds. Even though the money is coming in and it's been coming in before I was born and it is being mishandled. The problem is there's no accountability being given out or dished out to these MPs.
No worry, man. I don't know if you know about Nara, because I thought Jojo did it.
Yeah, I know about it.
So you see, we'll come back a year from now and revisit this topic and see if
sounds fair to me. Sounds fair to me.
So Son of Punkus want to say something.
Thank you. Become a black one do this.
Don't do the grace card thing, because nobody else that
We don't like black.
Everybody.
We're prejudiced. We don't like black. We're prejudiced. We don't like black.
Nothing might not make you not get to target.
But Martin. Yes, sir. Since the other man up on the panel are too much of a coward for do it, big up and respect for acknowledge that you misspoke. Respect that. It's a real big man.
Sir, I did agree with you when you said that. So don't do that with the other man.
Never disrespect when you talk.
No, but I'm not misleading nobody. When you said it in the comment, I said I agree. Big man move.
Man, you don't come in from my forward. Man, make a forward, better. Yeah, man, no, man. All right. DP did say that. I'm gonna respect that. All right. Yeah. Here we're all Jamaicans here, right? And I would hope that every one of us here want to see a better Jamaica, right? Now, Martin, let me shed some light on it, right? In the near future, this is within the next 4 years, right? The town of Lucy, right, will get a new town center. You'll get a new park, right? The coastal roads in Hanover is going to move inland. Because of the seawater, it is deteriorating the roads in the coastal countries, the coastal parishes. So coastal lines, yes. Yeah, coastal line. So this is a part of the One Road Authority, part of NARA, and part of the study that the Prime Minister have ordered, right, to do on roads. So what we're doing wrong is that we were fixing all the roads with the same way. Now, farm roads are different than tributary roads, are different than main roads, are different than highways and stuff like that. So there was a study done on environment, on the geology, the road type, and everything, right? On different road types and how we have to fix these road types. Some roads are going to take concrete. Like when you go through Fern Gully, right, there's a lot of concrete around there, so right? And it has stood up for the last maybe 10, 15 years. So certain places are going to be treated differently, right? Now, Lucy and your parish on a whole is going to get the much needed attention from a central government standpoint. No, the interior roads them. You understand me? I know places like Hopel and them place there, you know. You understand me? Right? Terrible roads up at them place there. You understand me? Green Island and them place there, Orange Bay and them place there. It is not. We look on the road, and for them community, these are housing schemes, are not pretty sight, right?
Correct.
No, that is the responsibility of what in a phone term in a use that be city hall, right? The parish council. You understand me? So the local government councillors them have to do them job. They have to do them job. The MP of these areas in a Western Jamaica, especially Hanover, have to lobby to the NWA to get these roads fixed, right? Or get private funding or something to fix the road them. So that's one of the problem them. Because it's a PMP MP and a PMP councillor, them sure them vote, so they think that they have to do no work. And that has played the Jamaican politics landscape for the last maybe 70 years, right? Now, we not say it right, we're saying it is wrong. We're saying with our GLP or PMP, this is wrong. No, there's a major development that's going to take place where there's going to be an industrial park. There's going to be they're going to develop the harbor down there. They're going to have high-end housing, what we call them condos. You understand me? So there's many things coming to Hanover, right? I remember Hanover have some massive hotels already. You know, more hotels are coming, right? So the whole
Airport.
Yeah, that's in Westmoreland still. But the whole
That was
strip,
my next question.
the whole strip into Montego Bay and into Negril, right? That whole strip along that way is going to be massively developed. You understand me?
That is correct.
So in the next 4 to 5 years, so between now and 2030, right? The Jamaican government has about 12.2 billion US dollar to spend to fix Western Jamaica. Hanover is going to get a good look. Again, my brother, a lot of things have to be done by the parish council when they come onto the community level. Right?
Okay.
So the hospitals in Westmoreland, Black River, Hanover, Trelawney, St. James, these hospitals will come under the central government and the national projects. So all these hospitals will be upgraded and fixed. The schools, them, the road, parks. So Westmoreland I get a national park, right? St. Elizabeth I get a park. Trelawney, all these they get a park for recreation and stuff like that. So when they come down with the foreign pit to them, you understand me? You can run it. You know, I forgot Montego Bay down Harmony Cove. You can stay right in your parish.
And let me interject. That's why I said that the man will be able to fly into Westmoreland right next door to him yard. So
Yes.
I'm not to fly into Montego Bay. That's why I mentioned the airport, sir.
That's
Well, I have a question regarding the airport. I saw a video, I don't know if it's AI, where someone was speaking about a new airport in Clarendon. Is it AI?
No, it's true. It's Vernon Field.
Vernon.
Yeah, so that's an
Jojo, that airport in Clarendon is not for passengers, it's for cargo. I think it's for cargo here, yeah.
Yeah.
That airline, that airport with the Anglian cargo.
So, but here, to expand on that now, right? Because our two major airports are on the sea, right? So in case that there is a tsunami or a hurricane or a natural disaster, right? And they're disabled, like what happened in Hurricane Melissa, where Montego Bay was disabled. You have an inland airport that can take massive cargo. So the big cargo plane, them coming relief and stuff like that, will be able to land because this airport will be inland. It won't be susceptible to the sea destruction. Also, it's gonna have many warehouse spaces. It's gonna have there's going to be logistics hub. There's a whole plan schedule for it. So this is very important to the continuity of the aid coming to Jamaica and continuity of work being done in Jamaica, right?
So it's the JLP doing that.
It is the government of Jamaica led by the Jamaican Labour Party. Yes. It's important I said that because guess what happened? The JLP and the PNP are private institutions, right? It's not that they are political parties that form the government. So the government is a different structure that
Jojo,
intertwined.
May I cut him off? In that answer, right? This is why it's important and imperative that Jamaica keep Andrew Holness in power, because if PNP ever form government, all of them something you're going to say it was supposed to be.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's the JLP that's doing that.
Because it's just
the
beating
JLP.
around the bush.
Yeah, JLP is doing it, right?
Yes. Because I was in the government. Well, I know. You see, Jojo. You see
What?
You see, one of the things that creates a difference between the PNP and the JLP, it is the mindset, right? We are not here to say, oh, we're going to do this. We can show that, hey, we have done this and we are doing this. Over 150 currently water projects, major water projects happening right now. There's a major dam being built in St. Catherine right now.
And the JLP is doing that? The JLP is doing that?
A JLP alone can do them something.
Georgia, you just up here advertising.
Jojo, everything that's happening in Jamaica right now is the JLP.
The part that's running the country is
No,
the jail.
the reason why is right because, like I said, I'm not in Jamaica, but I try to learn as much, right? And the PMP them feel like the JLP them not do nothing. So for a new airport, and I as what I heard, it's gonna be the biggest airport that's creating jobs, right? And it might talk about water this and water that. So I'm just saying, like the JLP are doing it, not true.
Yes.
And it's not a feeling thing. It's not a, hold on, guys. It's not a feeling thing, Jojo. The PMP don't feel like the PMP is just wicked and lie. And not care what would them see, them are going to say nothing good now.
Oh, hold on. So look, let me ask a question. It's a small country of 2 point something, almost 3 million people. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, about 3 million, yeah.
All right, about 3 million people.
2.8.
So there is a small airport, a small dirt road airport in Westmoreland. And many people may not know that, but it's not for large cargo or departure of aircrafts. I don't know what it's primarily used for, but I can only expect, suspect of what it's used for. I ain't gonna say nothing. But even though they're doing all these wonderful infrastructures in Jamaica, congratulations to them. The country is small. You have two parties want to battle each other with votes and who's doing what and who's not doing nothing. At the end of the day, if you are in a position to help and do right, join hands, be quiet about your differences and make a difference for the people of the country so that we can all strive and become one. Because what's happening is a lot of dividing between everybody. And everybody, I'm going to say this respectfully. I don't care who you vote for. I do not care. Everybody and most people want to praise these people, these politicians, as if they are gods. And we need to stop doing that. We need help. And we need help. At the end of the day, ask for help. Find a way to help one another. It's just simple as that.
Martin, hold on. It should be clear, Martin. You are saying the PNP and the JLP with joint hands?
Yeah, okay, what I'm saying, let me rephrase it. The JLP is currently, the JLP, they're currently in office and they're building up infrastructures, according to what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So hold on one second. They're building up infrastructures. Right now, they cannot cover every single square areas of Jamaica, right?
True.
Because there's a timeline to get things done, right?
And a money issue.
All right, money issue. All right, cool. So here's the thing. Why can't the PNP and the JLP join hands? Somebody mute that back then, please. Okay, why can't they join hands and cover more square areas within the country and both parties look like a winning party at the end of the day?
That can't happen, Martin.
Hold on. It is not that it cannot happen. It can happen. The problem is we're more focused on who's doing what to look good in other people's eyes.
But look here now, Martin.
But do you understand what I'm saying, though? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hello.
I'm saying, do you understand what I'm saying though, Boss Sean?
Yeah, I understand what I say, but hear me I say to you
All right,
know.
go ahead.
Hear me I say to you know, it's politics. It's a system of politics from history till now. You always like have two in a democracy. You gotta have two party, and people must have the right to vote. So each cycle election come, I vote in the side, and then the next election come, you vote in the side, and if a side can retain them power, them retain it. But you're not gonna have two party. It's like I said, Democrats and Republicans must come together. That not gonna happen, my brother.
Let me respond to you now. Let me respond and I will jump off. I will rest my case.
Don't jump off. Never question.
All right. No, I'm not going to jump off. I'm going to rest my case. Now.
Somebody like background noise. Who for background?
Hold on. You go next. Hold on.
All righty.
Yes, after I ask Martin the question.
All right.
All right. Okay. So, Boss Sean, respectfully, I respect your response and I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, I said what I said because I have another thing. If you have Sister Betsy 1 mile down the street from you, and in the middle of me and her house, I'm a PNP, she's JLP, but her house don't have no electricity, or it cut off because she didn't pay the bill. And she's on a life-supporting machine. You mean to tell me that it is going to be okay because we're different parties? I'm just going to let Sister Betsy kick the bucket because her house get cut off from electricity?
No, but that's not
All right,
different.
but hold on. That's a form of joining hand right there. You're joining hand to help one another is what I'm trying to get to.
All right. You're hold on, boss. Martin, good intention, but let me ask you this, and I love to use analogy. If me didn't left my baby mother because me never ready to be a father at the time.
Oh, Lord.
And then 10 years after now, she have her masters and she do everything good, but I yarn her day. If me want her back, can I be joining hands with you to make you look good?
Well, that's a good question. In that right there, it is no because of my ego and because I wouldn't allow it.
When I have to do with ego, if I want back your woman, you have to do things to impress her on my behalf. And if there's a competition, you again need to do things and perform to keep her. Because at the end of the day, at the one woman we are talking about, you know. And then that woman is going to make a choice based on what she thinks is best for her and her children, right?
All right. Okay.
So that is what is happening in Jamaica. That is how the politics is being practiced. Any day, the opposition join hand, and this is not specific to a party. Any day, the government and the opposition is on one and singing Kumbaya. Then technically nobody now go vote. The last election last year is 37% of those who are on the voters list voted.
All right, so I respect that. On Queen Anne I'm not a PNP or JLP. Let's get that straight, please. Let's not put a label to me. Now, DP, you are absolutely correct. I don't disagree with your analogy. Like I said, that is just my own opinion. I wouldn't allow it because that's me as a man. But I do understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to find a peaceful solution so that more can be done across the country of Jamaica.
So, and final mega about that. Hold on, final mega about that. Andrew Only's brethren have been making a difference. Before film time, it used to be strictly political, where PMP in time then take care of them people, JLP in time they take care of them people. Right now, when we go back to Westmoreland and Hanover, that is where the hurricane hit. And right now, everything that has been done in Westmoreland, Andrew Only do it.
All right, and Hanover is what? Hanover is what? A PNP area, right?
Hanover,
all right. So my point. This is my exactly. He is doing stuff in the country not just because he's over the whole country, but that's a predominantly PNP area, which means the area, just like any other parts in the country, have a massive problem, and they need to get together and fix it.
All right. So since as I asked the question, right? Like, wait, is he? I can't hear you, sir.
The brother trying to be with you here, you know.
Yeah. What are you saying?
No, I heard the discussion. I came and heard the discussion earlier about your views on the whole USA ship and the USA doing for the country
of Jamaica, and is Jamaica, really drawn into a war and all these things, But I think that, and I'm going to say this, that persons who are from USA, right, have to be biased in their conversation, right? Persons who work for the USA have to be biased in their conversation, right?
Reggie, no, I can't go back this. So we passed this a long time, Jojo. Jojo, you know, say I've worked to go back.
I didn't get a
Yeah, we
chance.
passed this. We passed that bars. We passed that.
I have a right to be heard.
No, no, you're from
Everybody's
Jojo. When I say I go back on Jojo,
DP, hold on, DP. Let me hear what him say, DP. Let me hear him say. Give him 2 minutes. Let me hear him say.
And I'm saying to you that, I say, the people who are paranoid, right? We too have our views about, yes, USA have done a lot of good for us, but they have done a lot of bad to us also, right? And they are drawing us into a war that we don't want. Okay?
I think we can go over back that again, Jojo. Just me.
Hold on. So my general. Hold on, my general. Hold on. Words matter, right?
Very much.
Jojo, you look stressed out.
So, hold on. Me and him talk a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Boss, me gonna give some information, right? This is not me I say it. This is what actually happened, right?
Okay.
The same US aircraft carrier, right, went to 5 different countries before they come to Jamaica. Is it the same thing with them in them other country there? Or the same thing they come to Jamaica, right? Humanitarian work.
And a trouble them come cause.
My boss. You talk a while ago. I'm going to ask, I'm going to listen to you. May I respond to you now? May I give some information?
Yeah.
You want the information or you want to continue in the misinformation and the lies them what you have in your head?
Yes, I'm listening to you, but I'm also while they're putting up a front, there's covert action.
Sir.
I'm listening to you. But I'm also
Me gonna say something to you, right? Everybody entitled to their opinion, but not everybody well, listen, man. But you don't entitled to your own facts. We make up things, right?
They don't work out.
Sir, Jesus Christ.
DD, what the fuck? What is Gordon?
Me I try to talk. I have to explain something to you. The same U.S. aircraft carrier went to 5 different countries before they came to Jamaica, right? The same humanitarian work that they did in these countries, they did the same thing and then them left. And these other countries were not brought into any war. Can we agree to that?
Yes.
Right?
No, I can't totally agree with you because
Gordon. Hold on the son of Gordon.
But at the same time, there is a
Whoa. Okay. So wait. I'm gonna have to take down someone. Someone said, "What about the blackout?" I'm very interested with the blackout. Can I take down someone so this person can collaborate?
We can't say this.
Jojo.
Connecting. Hold on, connecting. She want a space. Connecting. She want a space.
I have been here for a long time.
Let me just say this.
Connection has been here.
Long time, and I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, he has been here for a while, for real.
time.
Them, come up.
And I'm saying the art of war is that you
No,
come
more hear you talk.
at first, and then you dominate the subject afterward. Right? First you come in nice, feel nice things, and then you dominate afterwards.
Garden. Hold on. We're gonna establish some facts, right? What you're saying, none of that not happen. We're gonna establish what happened. We're gonna talk about what happened.
Hold on. Let me stop you right now.
Hold on, yo.
You won't know about it until
Garden.
No, I know why you be naive, you know.
Garden.
Good.
Garden, we're gonna talk about what happened. When we can prove, right? The ship went to other territories before they came to Jamaica, None of these territories were brought into any military action. Am I correct?
I don't know. But you see, we in Jamaica is
No, hold on.
Garden, one question at a time, no man.
Garden. Hold on, Garden. They went to the Bahamas. They went to Guyana. I think they go to Panama. Hold on, Garden. Did any of these countries, right after they left, did they enter into any war? Any of these countries?
I don't know. What is
48.
Garden, hold on,
Jojo. We can't deal with this, Jojo. We can't deal with this, Jojo.
Why doesn't have to be King Diana?
No. Gordon, stop, Gordon. Stop. Let me stop, Gordon. Hold on. Stop for a second. Respectfully, nobody's here to disrespect you or mitigate what you're saying. But if we're not going to speak in facts, let's not bring it up. We have someone here actively, matter of fact, two people actively, this is what they do for a living. Hold on, Gordon, hold on, please. Hold on for a second, please. Hold on for a second.
I need to say something because what is happening now?
Go ahead, Gordon. Go ahead. Let us hear what you got to say. Let me be quiet. Go ahead.
What is happening now? You won't know about it until 40 years later.
All righty. Okay. All right. Let me say. Okay. 48. Jojo, you look stressed out. Mad head gone.
Yeah, I want to talk on the ace, please. Brother, fuck creator talk. We don't know what happened 40 years from now. You come and talk. What to them people, man?
Yo, hold on.
Where the ship spray some chemical in Jamaica.
Let me land the
spray
plane.
chemicals in Jamaica.
Let me land the plane. Jojo, this is what you do for a living.
Hold on.
And Gordon, stop. Please stop. Stop for a second, Gordon, please.
No, hold on.
Jojo, Jesus Christ.
I have to come out. Right?
Hold on. This is what Jojo do for a living, Gordon.
Yes. But listen to me. I have a viewpoint here.
No, we're not going to
I'm gonna let you finish.
We're not going to listen to you. You know what? You don't listen to nobody.
Gordon.
If you don't shut up,
Hold on, the son of punks. Gordon, stop.
Gordon, I'm going to mute you. We are mash up your life.
Gordon, I'm going to mute you. Please stop.
Hold on. Go for your mute.
Bumby, Jesus
The man
Christ.
saying need to talk and a foolishness in my talk.
Okay, I'm coming out.
Yeah, man.
Gordon, listen for a second. Stop.
Come on.
So I can't say this. I just come out.
Go ahead.
Come on, 40 years from now, God. Come on, 40 years from now. You tell us 40 years from now. We are going to come on, 40 years from now.
Man, you God, man, God, support. Man,
Hold on. Go ahead. Move on here. Move on here. Go ahead. Hold on. Everybody mute. Respect everybody. Everybody mute for a second. Go on. You got the mic. Go ahead.
On the old people at home in Jamaica because they want to destabilize and get Mali out of power. It is 40 years after the USA say yes, we burn down leaving tied homes.
No.
Oh my God.
All right, I have a question. Whoa. I have a question for Garden. That's your name, right? Whatever I'm gonna ask you is public information, right? You can go online and look it up, right? When was the last naval war?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
You don't know?
Right, I don't know.
He said he don't know. Okay, all right. You don't know when was the last naval war. How many deployments have we been on since? Well, you don't know. Never mind.
All right.
Keep the question.
All right.
Garden.
Who invaded?
Garden. Let me finish my question.
Who invaded? Grenada. Who invaded?
This the man that say need to talk. These are what you need to say.
Garden, stop. Respectfully, Gordon, we're trying to understand and respect you, but please stop. Please stop. Please, respectfully.
Deployment is very normal. Okay.
Please stop.
So the question that I had, right, if I can remember it. So I asked if a party has to be in power to do good for the country, right? And the answer was no. Right?
Yes. They have to be in power. They have the money.
Life, man.
Garden. We're going to ask for excuse, you know.
Well, I that you want to
God, we don't want to hear nothing where you say, God. We're not going to listen to you. We're not going to stop talking to you.
got it. Chill out,
Right? Georgia, yeah, take him down.
The man saying need to talk to Blow and nothing when it make sense. But you see, no listen, like foolishness. Come here, say we squeeze out every
Martin.
juice out of that thing already, and we're gone back there. And I was listening. I don't learn nothing, sir.
Martin.
Yo,
Sorry. Is it that Martin?
yeah.
That's a typical example of a person who support the People's National Party. They hear a good conversation going on. We move on from that, you know. We are talking about something progressive now. We are experiencing some things where, you understand me?
Yeah.
Beneficial, right? And him come back with something now.
I need to talk.
No. So,
Georgia, Joshua needs to be added. Yo.
Joshua, all right, so can I ask my question now? Can I ask my question now?
Connecting. Remember you said I acknowledge connecting the doctor.
Oh, okay, go ahead, connection. Where else?
I will allow you to ask a question first. I'm a mere chauvinist.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that
you
need to ask your question.
He's healing to you.
I'm healing
Oh,
to
you want me to talk?
I want to
Yeah, man,
ask
remember
a
you
question.
said you're not going to answer a question. So you must go ahead and answer the question.
So my question is that I asked prior, and I was told that no, the answer was no, right? But my next question is, if basically what I'm understanding is that the person in power of the money, that's it, right?
yeah, the government resources, yes.
Hold on, Jojo. Let me give you an expanded response.
Okay.
There's a difference between a reigning party. That is why I explained to you earlier about the MP, the Member of Parliament, and the constituency and the constituents. Because even though you have a reigning party, there's also money allotted to the MP, irrespective of which side they are from, for the area that they represent. So even though the Jamaica Labour Party is in power, you have MPs from Hanover, MPs from Manchester.
28 of them. 28 of them.
Right, 28. All of them get money. And once they make a representation, it is usually approved for the projects that they want it to be approved for. Right? So it's not about who is in power. It is about the MP's representation for the people.
Great answer, Joshua.
All right. So me not pick no side, but based on what I go on, right? I'm not in Jamaica. I'm here a lot of one good thing that I heard is that
Who needs to answer them phone?
PNP developed Jamaica.
No, me never used to PMP develop Jamaica. One thing that I want to touch on, right? I was basically minimum wage has risen after many years. I feel like it was not enough, but something is better than anything, right? So now that me know all of what the PMP I do.
No, the JLP.
JLP. Well, all of the JLP I do. If there's any PMP who would like to sound off as to what the PMPs are doing, that would be great. So me not have to pick sides. So me can't say PMP do this and JLP do this.
Nobody do not calling me, so that's what I'm not.
All right. Can I make my contribution now?
Go ahead,
JLP
sir.
raised 6. Okay, go ahead.
And speak on the Eventide home that the guard mentioned.
Okay, I am the one. Do you want to come up?
Connecting.
You know, so Jojo sound like one of the parents of PMP and one of Labour, right? All right. You say you talk like one of your parents of PMP and one of JLP.
No, none of them are no.
No, not done. All right. First of all, the first thing I want to say, Jojo, it's the first time I'm being a guest on your life, and I appreciate you giving me the exposure. I want to use the opportunity also to thank you for your service in the military.
Thank you.
Good. And just to say that, who is that? Joshua man, Joshua again.
You can't wash plate
Cook pot and what Dutch pot and all kind of something. That the gap teeth that you have displaying there is noticeable. That's a Jojo.
You know, see politics we talk about now.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. I'm just telling you that it enhances the beauty.
Marsha, you hear that, Marsha, in the comment?
All right.
Hey, what boss detail there when the man never flirt with the woman?
All right.
Right there.
Earlier, Martin had some concerns about parish of Hanover. And I believe his concerns are real. I want to explain something though. Because of the fact that this Cornwall Regional Hospital crashed under the PNP, and when I said crashed, I mean literally crashed. The government had to spend some money on hospitals in the West. The one in Lucy, Noel Holmes Hospital, Savlamar Hospital, and the one out in Falmouth Hospital. So all of them received some boosting to facilitate the repairs at Cornwall Regional. They had to improve those hospitals. With the reopening of Cornwall, the full rollout of Cornwall scheduled to be done on or before the 31st of March next year, at approximately 9 months' time. And the opening of the
Awenga,
Hello?
PNP Wi-Fi connected.
in on the ship.
PNP Wi-Fi.
In on the ship.
on
And
what?
the ship take him there.
Connected.
Hey.
Come off of PNP Wi-Fi. Come off of
The man got
PNP.
PNP Wi-Fi.
And the ship take him
Yeah,
where?
we can't, but now we do this.
And the ship take him where? The ship take him where?
Yeah.
Yes, I should kidnap me. A Jojo kidnap me. Yeah. So, yeah. So, with that said, we'll be seeing a significant improvement in health care in the West. And it doesn't stop there. Somebody already spoke about the development, so I won't go back over that. But there's a massive development taking place in the Montego Bay here with Montego Bay Commission Road. It's a bypass from Montego Bay to kind of ease the congestions coming through the town. I don't know if Martin has a chance to observe coming across a road by Iron Shore side here and drop all the way up Long Hill and all those areas go right back to Westmoreland. There's going to be a highway covering those areas.
And that's the PMP doing that work?
No, man, the government, the present government, the GLP is in power now.
Are you a member of the PMP or GLP?
Neither.
Neither?
No, I'm not a member of any of them.
Okay.
But I'm a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party.
You're a
You
supporter of
asked
the
me if I
Jamaica?
was a member. I have joined the party, so I'm not a member.
So you're a supporter of the what?
The Jamaica Labour Party.
Okay, GLP. Okay, go ahead.
And I have no apology for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Me too.
Jojo, go work, Jojo, go work.
Yeah. So in relation to the health sector, further, they have identified lands for a brand new KPH. The present KPH is over 300 years old, you know. So the government has already identified land, and the NARA bill, the NARA law now, is designed to fast track these projects and to have them done much more quickly, because what was happening before is that the government was literally turned against itself, you know, with the bureaucracies and the contracts commission and all different kind of processes that they had to go through to get these projects off the ground. And we are being told that one budget cycle, $20 billion was returned to the consolidated fund because of these bureaucracies preventing the work from being done, the project from getting off the ground. So the government has the money to spend, you know, and it was not spent because of the red tapes involved. NARA will usurp all of those things. And when I say usurp, not in a corrupt way, you know, but in a way that will get the projects done. You can't have money to build things. And the fact that you have so many
bureaucratic red tape bungling. You did the government tapping over itself and the projects are not completed. Some of them might not even be started. I have never seen in my lifetime, and I have been around for a long time, for a pretty long time. I have never seen so many projects being done simultaneously in Jamaica from I was born until now. And I was born before independence.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that in my lifetime.
Wait, I don't want to cut you off, but I want
Yes, ma'am.
perspective from the PNP party. I want to know their perception or
Well, I tell you something.
perspective on.
You know the good thing about that?
Eh,
You know the good thing about that?
eh.
They were in power for 18 years and 7 months consecutively.
I want to know if there's I can't just take side and I can't just take side.
Let me understand what you're asking.
No, I want to hear from a PMP their take on your story to back it up. We're trying to do a fact check.
I like your expression.
In other words,
I like your expression. Back it up.
PMP to come in the box and defend them party. That's what George was asking.
Yes.
No, I don't want to know this.
Georgia is not true Jamaican. She love the mix up. So PMP sending her.
I don't mix up. No, I don't mix up because me hear I hear good stuff. Me hear about the JLP. Me hear about
You see, everybody that came up before, guys, give me a minute. You see, everybody that came up and was being disruptive on your life, those are PNP. So if you want them for your life,
Including the last one.
No, because listen, I can see some of the stuff for myself, right? So I want to hear them come up and how they would debunk it. Because I don't have to go based off everything.
Jojo,
They come and tell you pure lies.
not
Pure
one
lies.
of them, you see? Let me tell you something. It's two things you're going to hear. This government has not been doing anything, and then the next thing is corruption, and then their number one target is the Prime Minister. We're so used to the song that we can rehearse it off the top of our head.
Jojo, bring up club at them in the chat. Make we hear him, I say. Bring up
I've been
club at them.
asking him for the longest and he don't want to come up. So
Hey,
I
stay
am the one.
Come see him take some nonsense.
Wait,
So
I
bring
am
up
the
the
one. I am the one.
Listen.
I am the one. No, hey, stop it. I am the one. You're PMP? No? So you come up for, bro? All right, what you have to say? Huh?
Speaking to the mic.
Exactly what I would say as a PNP. As a PNP, me not see no road that's in Jamaica.
I am the one. Your mic.
Me can't hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Talk some more. Turn it up.
You want to hear it louder than this?
One,
That's
man.
perfect.
Yeah, man. As a representative of the PMP, we would have said no road now fixing in Jamaica. There is
And
no
the hospital, no bed. The hospital, no
All
government.
right, no interruption, please.
No hospital, no have no bed. No, we don't have no healthcare system in Jamaica. Jamaica not developed. We don't have no economy. We don't have no growth, and everybody in Jamaica suffer.
Well, I'm gonna have to get someone who's more serious.
Okay, can I respond to him real quick?
Jojo, that's exactly what they would say. It's not no joke.
Can I respond
Yeah,
to
that's
him?
what they would say. All right.
Can I respond to him?
No, let's find some Andrew Chief.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
And
Can I respond?
The generators, them. Wait. Hold on. The generators. I want.
Can I respond to
Tell her
him?
to say George. Me tell her to say George all of his foolishness.
Let Mark-
Foolish me here.
Joe, Martin has been trying to get a word in, and then you ask about the generators.
Okay.
Because you know what? All right, go on.
This is what I would say. Jamaica, as he said that Jamaica doesn't have a health. Mr. Tough Crackers, man. Why? Okay, look. So as he said that Jamaica doesn't have a healthcare system, Jamaica has no road being built, all of these things, no infrastructures.
Hold on. let me say this. I am not biased. I'm not from Jamaica. I've never voted in Jamaica. I don't know what's happening in Jamaica just ago based off what I've seen, right? And like I said, if I should vote, it will not be for the betterment of the country. It will be for the green team because they're festive. They're out there. They're putting themselves out there, right? So I am not being biased. I'm sorry you feel that way. But I can see, I heard about the minimum wage raises. Now there's the biggest airport is in Clarendon. I'm from Clarendon, so that's fire, right? You know, the aids for the hurricane, the generators, the NARA, me hear the good and the bad. But what I don't hear is anything about the PMP. You understand that? Me no hear them come out and me no see nobody represent them and say, oh, PMP do this and PMP do that. So everything that they mention on the live, right? I make sure I ask, is the JLP doing it? Right? And if it's not the JLP, it's going to be the JLP because it's under their government. That should only feel. But if you feel like say bias is bias, I'm not being biased. I mean, I know. Okay, I'm just going based off what I was told.
Alrighty.
Green team to the world.
Look, George. All right, listen. Respectfully, she's not biased.
Yeah, you have problem, child.
Listen, I see somebody posting a comment that that's the reason why you only have JLP people on the platform. No. No PMP has yet to come up.
I asked for a PMP to come up. I did, right? Because
yes.
when me say, look here, self-praise is no recommendation. All right? Me no believe nothing where them are say. That's why me ask somebody to come and defend them party.
Mm-hmm.
Not defend it,
I
but
want to
just
give a PMP my box. Jojo, I want to give a PMP my box, but I want to finish up what I was saying.
But none of them no one come up. All right, go ahead, Connection.
Yeah, let me just finish. And somebody say once I'd come with you, Richard. I don't know, probably doesn't want to come. But I just wanted to land on something here, so. Just a while ago, Gordon said that.
Oh, this lady come back again, man.
No, man, don't pay no mind. Don't pay no mind. Trust me. You know, don't pay no mind. They confuse you. You have to get used to this thing, you know. All right? This gentleman, Mr. Gordon, said that 40 plus years after, the CIA is admitting that they were the one who lit Eventide Room. 1980, the 20th of May, 1980, when that fire broke out in the early morning. I was then a policeman in Kingston. Yes, I was in the JCF. And I was called to quell a demonstration by a throng of PMP supporters in the vicinity of the Parliament building. I'm going to show them lies. I don't like lies. And when I went there, I saw PMP clad in their red. At that time, the color was not orange, it was red. And they had placards accusing Siaga and the CIA of destroying Eventide Room. By the way, 153 elderly women perished in the fire. You know that were unalive in the fire. 153 Jamaicans. Some of them were bedridden. They never stand a ghost of a chance to escape. And they accused Siaga and the CIA of burning down the home. But a commission of inquiry, which was ordered by Michael Manley, the then incumbent Prime Minister. You know what the commissioner said? The commissioner said to the PNP, why won't you lie? This fire is not the work of arsonists. It was caused by an electrical short circuit. I wonder if you're connecting what I'm saying. The PNP accused Siaga and the CIA, and then him coming at 46 years after now. 46 years after he's here trying to convince us that the CIA has admitted that they burned on Eventide. They tell a lot of lies, little pure lies. So we don't follow them. In relation to the Vernon Field airport, Lester Mike Henry, a former Minister of Government under the JLP, former Member of Parliament for 40 years in Central Clarendon, has been representing Clarendon for the Vernon Field airport for his entire life. He has written about it. He has written several pieces about it. So I'm very happy for Clarendon and for Mike Henry, and I hope they name that airport of Lester Mike Henry and nobody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know that homicides are down in Jamaica too.
Yeah?
Yeah, significantly down.
Connect to that. Want to ask a question?
I'm gonna add. Can I add Huge Richard for a minute?
Yeah, you can give my space. I don't want to like there with him.
All right.
Hold on, connecting the dots.
Yes.
Why would the CIA burn down a home?
All right.
Why would the CIA do that?
Hold on, man. 98% of the residents of Eventide home. By the way, the police had an eyewitness statement that 4 men were seen running from a PMP enclave that where Mark Golden is MP now. 4 men were seen running away from Concrete Jungle to Eventide home, and shortly before the fire broke out, they were seen running away from Eventide home. Police had statements for that. You understand me?
Why? No, but what is Eventide home? Eventide home is a home for old people.
Elderly,
Right?
yes.
So why would the CIA burn down a home for old people?
Well,
Why?
comrades will tell you.
We're not saying
One second. What the comrades have been saying is that it was done to destabilize Michael Manley's government. But hold on a little bit. The home with probably about 200, nearly 200 residents. The government at the time, Michael Manley government was not able to feed them. The PMP government was not able to feed them. And they were very close to the communist bloc. And in those days, they were here the term ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing.
Yeah.
If you can't feed people, where to get rid of them? And then
He's actually. Oh my God, I miss him. Shit.
and if 98% of the residents of Eventide home was reportedly saying.
One second. One second, bro. And that's what never want to come up.
Wait, bro. No, I did not see your thing. I didn't see
No,
it.
man, you read it. You read everything after me and me. I send up.
I don't read every.
And
Sir,
none of the Liberty don't want to make me go up because they know
there is
can't
so
tell me up
much.
there.
No. You see, you come up here being defensive. Chill now.
I am not defensive because the Liberty them hear me a post in the box and none of them know me. Everyone in my box know me. I don't want me come. I know say I be a Liberty in the box.
All right. Me never know say I'm PMP.
But I was saying I'm a PMP. You asked one and I was saying I'm a PMP and every Liberty in the box knows I'm a PMP.
Maybe I didn't see it. There is a lot of comments.
No, the point I'm saying to you, Jody, every Liberty in the box know me, but they don't want me in the box. None of them want me in the box.
No, but the comment said I should add you.
No, they come, but none of the Liberty in the box. When me and them there on platform don't want me in the box.
Yes, that's why I know you in the box.
Debunk them like,
Exactly.
you know I'm upset because me leave work now and me come out the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Me not got no time to contribute.
Do you have like 5 minutes?
All right, yeah.
5 minutes?
Yes.
All right. All of these, all of these, we call them JLP, they appear to attack all the good stuff they do, right? I don't want to take their story for it. Can you tell me, because social media now show what the PMP them do, right? So can you tell me?
I can't, all right, let me tell you. The PMP at this time only can tell the history. Only thing the PMP have at this time is, let me tell you, babes, a country only have one government at a time. The PMP only can blah, 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 and chat. Make recommendation, proposal, nothing can happen. The only person can implement things is the government. So only thing I can give you is the PMP history from 1955 to 59. Wait, I'm telling you what we can tell now. 72 to 80, 89 to 2007, 2012 to 2050. That's the only thing I can give you.
All right, so you're trying to tell
else.
me that, you're trying to tell me the PMP didn't do anything from 2020?
No, baby. Jody, you asked what the PMP is doing. And I'm explaining to you, only the government can do something. Jamaica is not a place where opposition can do. Opposition can chat, cuss, criticize, oppose, but they cannot do anything. The only thing I can give you is the history of the PMP who formed the government for 31 out of the 34 years, and the JLP formed it 33 out of the 64.
All right,
Okay, so
hold on.
Jamaica is 64 years old. Jamaica is 64 years old, yeah? The PMP governed Jamaica for 31 years, and the JLP for 32 years. So both of them have history.
Me get that. All right.
Okay.
So now that the JLP is the only one doing everything in Jamaica, right?
At this time,
What?
look at the government.
At this time.
Yeah, look at the government.
What can they do, or what can the PMP do to vote him out?
No, the PMP can't do nothing until 5 years time. We can make proposal and pick up the bike proposal. Yes.
Wait. All right. Just say I'm in the middle ground. I'm very neutral, right? You have PMP, you have JLP, right?
Yes.
JLP is doing everything, so automatically I see them doing everything, so they're gonna get my vote, right?
Yes.
What is the PMP doing to bring me from JLP to PMP?
We only can propose, and you have to follow our proposal. And I would guide you to because it will be next 5 years. Because we had just a couple months ago we had a manifesto, and the people of Jamaica voted for the JLP. Obviously, we reject our manifesto. So by 6,000 extra, 6,000 more people vote for the JLP. But the point I want to go with Nara, because I want to leave you now. Jody, them said Nara is a savior. Let me tell you that. The two things them said Nara is to reconstruct Jamaica. And I buy that. Here's the part where we find the problem. These people are telling me that Nara will fast track because of bureaucracy and procurement. And let me tell you, Jody, you see, in Jamaica, the government can go into parliament tomorrow morning, call the parliament, and get rid of the procurement and the bureaucracy. They can fix it. So if that is a problem, why they want a Nara? They are doing it to rob taxpayer money. That is me, Hugh Richards, say. Because they can fix the bureaucracy and the procurement. They can fix it with a simple majority. And they have a simple majority.
No, wait. So I'm concerned. My concern is, right, like the areas that PMP govern, right? Aren't they supposed to like contribute to something? Like
no, The PMP have 28 people. They represent their constituencies, and they go in the parliament and help make make law. Because there are 63 members, and they don't even make sense, because if they're going to pass a law based on its constitutional, they don't need the PMP to pass it. Only if they want.
Say that again for me. Please.
No, that's like me start, man.
No, man,
Listen,
no, I repeat that. So
Jody is young, so me I try to explain. Jody.
Yeah, but
Jody,
just repeat it, please.
Just look,
me then I my class.
Jody.
Just repeat it now, please.
No. Just don't tell me. Listen me, Jody. Listen to me. The PMP is part of a 63. Good. They pass law. They are legislators. However, at this time, the government passing certain laws, as long as it's not infringing on the Constitution or troubling a deeply entrenched law in the Constitution, they don't need the PMP to for it. The PMP can oppose till God come, but the government will use the majority and pass it. Hence why I'm telling you that the problem that they have with bureaucracy and procurement, they can solve that easily. They have 35 to 28. They only want 29 to pass any one of these to change it. And they have 35. They only want 29 in the parliament. So they are telling that they are mixed up with Nara is a good thing to me. I have a comrade support Nara. But the problem I have with them with Nara is saying that Nara is the fast track because they want to get a procurement and these things. These are grounds of criminality, robbery, because they can fix the procurement and they can fix the bureaucracy. I am only sorry that I have to leave, and I couldn't dare to debunk all of the garbage of them talk. I'm going to give you a PMP history.
But you, Richard, I want to ask you a question.
My name is Hugh Richards. Don't take the S off of my name. My name is Hugh Richards.
All right, hear me now.
Wait.
Hold on. No, look here now, Jojo. Me just on this long time and chance not talking.
Hold on, Buzz. I am the one has been asking to say something.
Guys, you can make the cover repeat, say 28 MP, then it makes sense again, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Hold on, DP.
Me a screener part,
Jody,
behave yourself, no man.
Hold on, please.
Jody, you saw them illiterate. I'm saying to you, Jody,
Hold on, please.
We have 63 member of parliament, Jody.
You Richard.
63 member. Let me explain to
Wait, I am the one. Hold on. Wait, no. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Let me finish. Jody, because I saw them stay, they like act like people don't. I said we have 63 member of parliament, yeah? The government do not need
any law the government want to pass.
No, that's not what you're saying. You said
Let me finish.
Let me make no sense. But you have to repeat. You have to repeat exactly what you said before. No, the only thing more is
can I finish?
Jody.
The only thing more here you say is
Can I finish?
Yes. Yes.
Jojo, he's repeating what he just said. That's what he's doing. It's a strategy.
These are done said people.
Can you stop him? He's repeating what he just said.
Wait.
As soon as focus are the only one for their sense.
Wait, because I heard 28, not 60, whatever, but whatever.
No, so that's what I'm saying to you. Let me
stop
say
him now. He's just repeating what he just said. He's just repeating what he said before.
The PMP is of the 28. It is 20
Can you
of the
stop him now?
63.
So I can
They are the ones
answer
who
real
make
quick.
laws. They are the ones who make law, Jody. All right? However, for the government to change or make law pending and it's not infringing on the Constitution, they do not need the PMP 28 to pass law. That's why I'm saying they can change it in the Parliament. They can change it because they don't need the PMP
Hold on.
to do it.
Is that not what Nara just did? Is that
No,
not
Nara
what Nara
Nara
is?
don't do it.
Nara is the government's attempt to do exactly what you are saying, sir.
Nara is a criminal institution to
Nara is
money.
the government's
Nara
attempt
is
to
a
do it.
criminal institution.
One at a time.
Look here, Jojo. All right, take it
You can mimic him so I will not stop.
Jojo, let me get a talk now.
Please. Hold on, Boshan. I've been trying to speak for a very long time.
You know, I come up, I'm gonna really hear nothing.
Thank you. Yeah, because that's how he is, Jojo. You understand? And if you notice, him jump before I could get to say what I'm saying because he did not want me to speak, and that's why he kept on speaking over me, right? You see, what he's recommending is exactly what Nara is. He's saying that the government needs to go to Parliament and pass a legislation to allow them to move the red tape and the bureaucracy. And that is what Nara is. Nara is legislation, no law that the government has implemented to move a lot of the red tape and the bureaucracy that stands in the way of government procurement.
Jody, when you're finished, I would love to join this conversation.
And Jojo, a next thing again. Listen up. Nara is not taxpayers' money. It is international.
That's wrong, sir. That is wrong. It's a loan from
international financial agency that lend us the money.
One at a time. One at a pay back. A taxpayer going pay back.
One at a time. Justice.
All right, hold on. Because me hungry, me want to learn something, but all right.
Jody,
go ahead.
Jody, question, hold on. Can me tell you, me want you, me go on again. Every PMP who come for your life, them are come be disruptive. Me have say it again. But me want to know, did you not hear when Comrade Richard say the 28 PMP them not make no sense?
Yeah, he said something about 28.
Okay. Right. The next thing, hold on, let me finish, because I'm going to be quick. I'm not talking a long time. He's trying to mislead you. You asked a perceptive question earlier when you say, not because you're in opposition, does that mean you cannot do anything? Then if that's the case, why we need PMP MP? If them can't.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask him, because basically they only have history. What are they doing for the country?
Collect taxpayer money, collect millions of dollars.
Can I explain?
Hold on. All right, go ahead, Justice.
All right, so one of the things, because a lot of these people up here talk a lot of nonsense and they don't even understand how governance in Jamaica actually operates. So let us start back. Hold on. Let us start with how government works for us.
Hold on, Justice, are you PMP or JLP?
Jamaica operates a democratic Westminster monarchy system. That we don't even operate a Westminster system.
So
what it means, I'm going to break it down for you to understand. So what it means is that the king is the head of the country as the head of state. We have a governor general in Jamaica that actually represents the king. You have the prime minister, the leader of the opposition. The prime minister represents the largest number of MPs that is in the parliament, and they form what is called the governance side of the government side of the house. You have the leader of the opposition who actually forms he's the head of what you call now the party that lose the election, then, to put it in a simple term. Right? Now, you need to understand, any MP in parliament can actually bring legislation on the floor of the parliament. So let us start with that. However,
based on the fact of how our parliamentary system works, it is the majority who votes determine whether or not this legislation becomes law, yes or no. The custom in Jamaica, unlike other democracy, is that the Jamaica parliamentary system has always been, whichever party is in power, them pass the law in Jamaica, whether the opposition is in agreement with it, yes or no. This is how they have operated since 1962 until today. That's one of the reasons why Jamaica can't reach now. Right?
All right.
So
let me ask you this. Are you part of the PNP?
I am a part of none of them, but what I'm telling you now is I just breaking down how governance
Oh my
works.
God, that's where we're at. PNP are ashamed of claiming that you're a comrade. That's where we're at.
Can I ask you a question, sir? Have you ever followed me into a polling booth?
Sir, that's
No. I'm asking a fundamental question because
PNP are embarrassed and ashamed
to you. Have you ever followed me into a polling booth? Because that is the only way you can know my political affiliation.
Yo, Justice, you're talking to me.
Yeah, man. So
right
let me edify you upon a couple of things, my friend.
Wait, no. Let me just put something out there, right?
typical behavior for PNP.
You're a supporter of the PNP, right?
I'm a supporter of not. Let me be frank with you. At one point in time, no man, I'm going to tell you straight out because I'm not afraid to talk. At one point in time, I was a member of the PNP. Then I joined G2K, and I was even an official in a G2K, and I left both political parties because I believe that them mean Jamaica not good.
What is G2K?
It is Generation 2000, the professional arm of the Jamaica Labour Party. That's the last group that I
Alright, so
and I left it because I don't believe that neither GLP nor PNP mean Jamaica.
Jojo, what you're hearing from
that's what I
is that
said.
this
No,
unachieved.
back to what I'm explaining to you.
Wait, one at a time. Wait.
Jojo, no, I'm telling you, you want to hear from
DP, hold on.
Don't you say you want to hear from a PNP?
Wait, no.
No, that you say.
Justice, hold on.
Yeah.
I want you to explain whatever you're explaining in layman's terms.
Right, so that's simple. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
No, it sounds complicated to me. Just very simple where I can understand.
Let me put it. Are you familiar with how the US system works?
Yeah.
All right, so just like in the US, where you have the Democrats and you have the Republicans, when the Republicans have a supermajority in the House, they can pass whatever legislation they want. They don't need the Democrats to do anything. This is how the Jamaican parliamentary system works. As long as it is that you get a majority, you don't need a supermajority to pass legislation in Jamaica. A simple majority. So if you even have one more than the opposition, or say, let me put it this way. If you are a Democrat or a Republican, say for example, like how the Republican have the House now. If they just have one single vote, one single member in Jamaica, in the parliament, they're able to pass legislation. We don't have things in Jamaica like filibuster and them type of things. Those things don't operate within our democratic system. Understand? It is the party that is in power with the majority that pass legislations in Jamaica. So that is something that they need to explain to you. So as long as you have the majority vote in the House as the party, you can pass whatever legislation that you want. You pass it in the House, it goes to the Senate where you have a majority as well, because in Jamaica, the Senate is not something that is the people elect. They are selected by the opposition and they're selected by the governing party. So the Prime Minister selects the majority, the opposition leader select the minority in the Senate. So whatever legislation that the government wants to pass, and whether PNP or GLP, they have the ability to do so. As the gentleman before was saying, the only legislations that they can't pass on their own, which needs 2/3 majority of the parliament, is constitutional bills. So anything to change the constitution, they will need 2/3 majority in both houses. How are constitutional...
Jojo, they're deceiving you. Allow me to speak, please.
Wait, hold on there. So since as you're not, I'm sorry I have to cut you off. Since as you're not like a PMP or a JLP, right? Mm-hmm. Can you explain like what the PMP is doing presently?
All right, so this is where people need to understand how governance works, right? So each member of parliament in the House is an MP, right? However, MPs do not set policies for government. MPs do not determine how government funds are spent in the true sense. There's a budget that is created each year by the finance minister.
It's not true.
Sir, can you allow me to? You can give your opinion when you finish, my brother. Jojo, you can go, brother. You can go to the parliamentary website if you want, Jojo, and you can walk through what I'm telling. Everything that I'm telling you is exactly like
the PMP.
the reality of the situation is.
What is the
government is the one at the point in time that determine how every government spend because they have the majority of vote in the parliament.
That's a lie.
Tell me which PNP can tell the government what to spend. I'll yield and you tell me the method that PNP can use. Or if GLP is in opposition, they can use to override. I'll yield and give you for you to answer that question. Answer the question.
There are PMP mayors, PMP councillors, and the PMP MPs, right?
We're talking about parliament, how we reach a councillors.
Hey, shut up, no? Shut up.
Oi!
You ask me to answer me, I answer.
No, my brother, because you're conflating. I'm not shut up because what you're doing, you're mixing up two sections of government, my brother. You're mixing up what is called municipal corporations. They're two different things, brother. Two different things. Two different sectors of politicians. So if you talk about politics, then say that. So don't talk like say me as an legislation. They don't.
All right. Hold on this. Justice. Remember I said, right? Explain to me in layman's term. I'm slow. Dumb it down for me. Just say, get straight to the point, right? Come in and understand only for something them. I'm not from Jamaica. So may I ask you right now, you're not PMP, you're not JLP, so you're not biased. And you're not supposed to be biased, right? What is PMP doing presently for the country so that we could go towards Rogad? That's it. That's just a direct question. Like, what is PMP? Because I refuse. All these JLP are telling me that PMP cannot do anything, and I don't believe them. So, what is PMP doing for the country, like right now? It can't be just one party fix everything and say work. That may ask you. Justice.
In our political system, you see, Jojo, it's what the PNP is there in the parliament to do is to hold the government accountable. That is how our system is structured, right?
Wait. PMP is supposed to hold the government.
Hold the government accountable. That is what the opposition is supposed to do. It doesn't matter whether or not it's PNP or GLP. If the PNP is in power, the GLP holds the PNP accountable. If the PNP is in opposition, they hold the GLP accountable. That is what the opposition is supposed to do. They're supposed to go through all of the laws and the bills that are there, and they're supposed to highlight to the public the areas where they believe that the government is weak or the areas that they believe that the government may have gone wrong. That is what the opposition is really there for.
Is PMP holding JLP accountable?
Mm-hmm. You mean at the moment?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
All they're spewing is misinformation and garbage. That's all they're doing.
I'm asking justice.
So here the thing is that question is skewed based on the perspective of each individual. And let me tell you the reason why I made that statement. There are some things that the PNP said that I personally will agree with, and there are some that I don't. And I can give you a couple of them. Just like yesterday, on my Twitter feed, me have to say when Paul will come out and say, "Oh, the government should have make sure say the island are in a blackout." Me say that's a nonsense. Because the reality of the situation is that you don't know what caused the blackout, so the hell you're going to hold accountable for what you don't know. That don't make no sense at all. You follow what I'm saying? So it depends, and then you have persons who say, government responsible. But the thing is that something like that, you can't hold the government responsible for something that a commercial entity is running. And based on what the things that are on social media, say a lightning strike, one of them big line, and a feedback and shut down the whole country. If lightning strike sitting and shut down the country, where you go to boat that I got striking?
Hold on, me think I did the ship cause that.
No, it isn't. No. Based on what I've seen, they're claiming that one of their large transmission line got struck by lightning. That is one of the main lines, that would serve the entire island with electricity. It got struck by lightning, which caused a feedback, which shut down the system. That is what I've heard so far.
I've nothing with to do with
Hold on. So that is one. No, I will say this to you.
Come around, man. No left. Other people want to talk. No, come off. Jojo like you. Jojo want to hear from you.
So Jojo, one of the areas now, which is the big controversial thing.
Justice, hold on, brother. Because you're misleading and you came off the heel of
what am I misleading? Please clarify what I'm misleading.
Yes, can you give me the chance, sir?
Go ahead.
Jojo, back to your initial question. What can the opposition MP do? Because they're telling you that it's JLP in power. Now, there was a time, I'm not even going to tell you the dates or whatever. There was a time when we have 63 constituency. I don't know if you're aware of that, right? And that's intentional. So if it's close, we can't have a tie. There was a time when there were 62 62 members of the government and 32 and 31. It was that close. Are you saying that the people them what did on the 31 side, nothing gonna be done in a Jamaica because none of them in a government? That is what this man. Let me talk. Allow me. That is what they're trying to put to you, Jojo, which is misleading. And what Justice come up and talk about is Parliament. We're not talking about no Parliament. If I so be the case, we don't need to pay no MP millions of dollars just to go in a Parliament one day for the week, Tuesday, and say boom, 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 for their support or don't support. A member of Parliament, Jojo, is supposed to be working for your constituents. So like how Martin was talking about not having water and whatever, you don't have to be in government to get things done from your constituency.
Yeah, so we're at the DP. That's my next question, right? Justice, from what I understand, the MPs, they dominate certain areas, right?
All right, so each MP is like a councilman or a representative in the US. Like, oh, you are a representative that you vote for.
Yes, no, I understand. I understand that. So each MP have a budget. Yes,
right. So the government of Jamaica gives each member of Parliament $20 million each year.
Wait, Punkus. They give them what?
20 million Jamaican dollars each year as what is as a part of the Constituency Development Fund.
Okay, and what is that 20 million for?
So that $20 million, the MP has discretion as to how that $20 million is used. They're supposed to consult with their constituents to say how this money is used. The MP themselves, and let me just clarify this because there's a misconception as well. MPs don't actually have the funds in their hands. It is at the Constituency Development Office and they submit projects. So for example, you may want a road to be fixed. You may want a school roof to be fixed. You may want to help some kids with books. You submit this to the Constituency Development Committee. And
leave him. Money do not fix schools.
Hey, let him finish. Let him finish, DP. Hold on. Go ahead.
Right. So as I was saying, because he's saying that CDF money do not fix schools. CDF money can assist with repairs. When we say fix school, but we got to take up the whole school and fix it. So for example, the school may need, for example, one stove. Or the school...
CDF money does not fix roads.
All right. Wait there. All right, Justice, my question for you is, right, since as the MP, they get $20 million a year, right?
Right.
What does the PMP do for the country with that $20 million? Just one, anything.
Right, so Jojo, just like every other MP, they would have projects within their constituency that they would utilize this money to do. So every MP utilize that $20 million to
PMP
every year.
Them now?
Sorry?
But what I'm saying is, it's like people can come up and be like, this party do this. So what does...
No, so that's what I'm saying to you. So they would use it just the same way like how the JLP MP would probably use.
What?
So that's why if you allow me, I'm trying to answer your question. I am saying to you that the MPs would use this money.
Justice. Angela Brownberg, right? She's the MP for Southwest St. Andrew, a predominant PMP constituency, right? What has Angela Brownberg done in her constituency with her CDF money? What you have seen?
So you're saying that there's nothing that has been done with that money?
I'm asking a question,
No,
sir.
man, and I'm asking you one. You said so. This. Hold on. Let me give you. Hold on. So I am going to let me bring up CDF website because all the information is online. You know? You can't pull up it. Hold on. You asked me a specific question. So I'm going to the CDF website and then I'm going to list out all of what the MP them say them spend their money by.
Justice, just 1 minute, may I ask you?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
There's a reason why Punkus asked that particular constituency, you know. There's a reason why I'm asking that particular constituency. You know Angela Brownberg constituencies? You know them?
No, I'm not from Kingston, so I do know about them.
Yeah, all right. Majestic Gardens and them places.
2 miles.
Them called back one them places. Yeah, about them places?
Yeah, man.
There's a reason why I'm asking you.
No, but my brother, if you're going to say that, there's also Tivoli, there's so many characters in Kingston.
Jojo, later, yeah?
So,
Tivoli not a PMP area. Jojo, that's a PMP era that voted for PMP for almost 40 or 50 years, right? And I'm saying to him now, give me
Since 1972. 1972.
And Tivoli did what from when?
No, hold on, just but she asked about PMP justice.
What is the same situation both constituencies are in?
But justice,
What's the difference between Tivoli and that constituency?
Justice. She's asking what the PMP did with for them money. That's what she's asking.
And that's why I tell her that I'm going to tell her what they said that they do with the time actually on the website now, so I can tell you.
I'm asking you, what have you?
I am not in Kingston, so I couldn't tell you what happened in Kingston. I live 100 miles from Kingston, so no one know that.
What constituency are you from?
I'm in North Trelawney. No, I used to live in St. Ann before, but I'm in North Trelawney now.
Which part of St. Ann you used to live then?
We used to live in Awochi.
Okay. What have you seen in Southeast St. Ann that Lisa Hanna has done?
In our Southeast St. Ann, what Lisa Hanna has done? Hello?
A Samba, Froggy Mullins, Lisa Hanna, what are they?
What have you seen Lisa Hanna has done in Southeast St. Ann?
Not much. I will tell you not much. And I can tell you this as somebody who works from St. Mary through to Trelawney, that if you go to Southeast St. Ann, not do up then either. If you come Northwest St. Ann, where Dayton Campbell and now, what's your name, Lead, not doing that in constituency.
Not true.
When I used to work in, when I used to work in St. Elizabeth, me can't tell you, say, in a JC Hutchinson constituency, somewhere when we used to have the drive, a Jackass Pass. So there are numbers, so from both sides of the aisle, you can pick and choose.
Justice.
And that's why I'm saying to you, from both sides of the aisle for constituencies, you can pick and choose. There are some MPs that work. For example, Marissa Dalrymple. No, hold on, brother. Hold on, give me 1 second, man. Brother, give me 1 second. For example, Mrs. Spielberg is a Labour Party MP, my girl. If we had like 5 MP like she, Jamaica would have better. Let me say, 5 MP, when you want 10, 5 of them want like she and Jamaica would have better.
Justice. Georgia's asking, what have the PMP MPs done? You keep on mentioning JLP MPs, why?
So hold on, all right, so you want to know what PNP MPs have done?
Not me.
All right, so Jojo, so Jojo, if he wants to know what PNP MPs have done, the same thing. I'm explaining. So they would have fixed road just like JLP MP.
Did they do it?
Because they would have got allocation for road.
Wait. We established that the MPs, they get 20 million a year, right?
Right.
All right. I have an idea what they should do. I'm asking you, what do they do? If I should pick a side right now, right? I'm in the middle. Why should I vote for PNP?
Me no know, because me not vote for none of them. So me can answer that question. That is a question that I would not answer because me not vote for none of them.
Okay. From a non-biased standpoint, right? You're none of them. From a non-biased standpoint, what is the PNP doing for me to vote for them?
At the moment, nothing.
Justice, you never voted in the last election.
In the last election?
Yeah.
No, the last general election, I did not vote. I voted in the previous one before that.
Yeah.
All right, we established that there's nothing that they're doing. God bless. Me hungry. Yes, me hungry, man.
So let me just finish one thing, Jojo, before you go. You see, one of the sorry.
Justice then say God bless. You want to talk the whole night, brother?
No man,
let him finish.
I'm just saying one thing to her. If you want to know how MPs spend their money, Jojo, you don't need to listen to Justice. You don't need to listen to nobody on the platform here. So, the government of Jamaica has informational websites that you can go to get all the information that you need. So, one, if you want to know about the country's GDP, how things are flow, you can go to the Ministry of Finance website. If you want to know how MPs spend that $20 million, just type in CDF Jamaica, and you can go to the various parishes and constituencies, and you will see the projects that each MP has submitted and what has been funded.
We have not justice, but the thing is, we have to go up on the website to see what the JLPs are doing. I know they're building a lot of houses in St. Thomas. I know the minimum wage has risen. I know a lot of things. I don't have to go on the website.
But here, hold on, because I think you're conflating two things. One, so you have the Constituency Development Fund could not build houses, and it can't do those sort of major projects. Major projects are done by the executive or the cabinet of the country. They determine what major projects are to be done, and they would do that. So every government from 1962 would have built some roads, they would have built some houses, they would have done something. There's no government that ever come in Jamaica will never do nothing. No, sir.
May I ask you, from 2017, what does PNP do?
No, but this is what I'm trying to explain to you. The PNP do not control the executive. The executive determine the major projects that is done. So let me explain something to you. So if a PNP wants a road to fix in his or her constituency, they have to lobby to the minister that is a part of the cabinet and beg them to fix the road. It is the discretion of the minister whether or not
Justice,
when in the cabinet that is approved and that road get fixed. It's not a situation where the PNP MP can say, all right, me go fix the road and then the government have to pay for it. It don't work that way.
Justice, you just contradict yourself.
Let me just contradict myself.
No, but earlier on, you said the CDF money is used to fix roads and fix houses, and DP was telling, I see you come back.
No, she's talking about housing schemes. That's what she said, sir. $20 million housing scheme.
No, wait. No.
But
what
you
I'm
said the
saying
CDF
is,
money is to fix road and them things, which is
No, they use it to do patching and something, my brother. So we say fix road and I like to grade off the road and fix 10-mile road. $20 million can't fix 10-mile road. But the MP, we don't patch road.
No. What I'm saying is, right, I see what's happening under this government. I've seen all the things that are happening under this government, right? And I don't have to go online to look it up because they let it be known that this is what is happening under this government.
And Jojo, let me tell you something.
So Jojo, go ahead.
Jojo.
I am the one want to say something a long time ago.
Go ahead, Jojo.
Yeah, man, thank you. All right, this is...
But as I said to you, Jojo, the information is there. But every MP do. So when they give the impression that PNP
for a very long time, give me a chance.
Hold on, let it go ahead, I'm the one.
Yeah, man, thank you very much. Let me tell you something. You see, some of what Justice said is true, and some is false. Some of it is a lie. Because it's a very common strategy by members of the PNP. They kind of intertwine facts with fiction in order to have this. My background, Isaac? Or somebody? Yeah, man, mute about.